Hi dispensers, this is Michael with the Leather Bees and Citrus Heights. I wanted to give all of you a quick tutorial on taking takeout orders. Previously, when a customer wanted to do a takeout order, they would make the order at the counter. Sometimes they would pay before, sometimes they would pay after. There wasn't really a set way to how to do things, and now we want to make it more efficient and easier on everybody. Similar to a Starbucks, a Jamba Juice, or a Dutch Brothers, the customer will place their order, pay for their order, and then it will be made. You guys will be in charge of processing the orders through the register before they can be created. Now, once you're at a register, you will see a very similar screen to the one in this picture. You'll notice the different buttons here on the right, and on the left is where the items will appear as you build them out on the computer. Since we're going to be doing a takeout order, we'll simply click on this purple Takeout button. Once you've clicked on that, you'll see various buttons that have populated below. We have splits, sundaes, shakes and floats, scoops and cones, bulk items, and drinks. In this example, let's build a large sundae. To do so, we will click on this sundae button. Once you've done so, you'll notice all the various sundaes that have now populated below. Keep in mind, there's these tabs at the bottom. These are the different pages you can go to. Since I'm using my laptop, I have to click them, but on the tablet screens, you guys will simply just swipe with your finger. Let's build a large sundae. To do this, we will simply click Sundae Large. As soon as we do so, you'll notice two things. One, the sundae is populated over here on the left, and then two, it's brought you to a new screen where you can do all your customizations. The first screen it takes you to is called your ice cream sauce choice. You'll notice the box is highlighted. Let's say in this instance the customer would want a caramel sundae. As you can imagine, you'd simply hit caramel sauce. Two things have again happened. You'll notice over here on the left, the caramel sauce is now under the Sundae Rachel's, and over here on the right, we've jumped boxes over here, and now this blue box is around ice cream flavors choice. Let's say in this choice the customer wants banana nut. You'll click banana nut. Again, you'll notice on the left, banana nut has been added to the order, and on the right, the box has moved to the extras page. Once you've done this, you'll notice below there is a no button, an add button, a light button, a sub button, and an on-side button. These can be used to modify various things. Below that, you'll notice whipped cream with nuts, cherry, sprinkles, no extras, so on and so forth. You'll also notice you can hit this tab button on the very bottom and go to an extra page of even more choices. In this case, let's say the customer wanted no whipped cream. You would simply select no, and then you would select whipped cream. And let's also pretend the customer wanted an extra side of hot fudge, for example. As you can probably figure out, all you're going to do is click side of, and then it brings out the various side choices. In this example, we'll hit side of sauce. We'll select the sauce they want, which is hot fudge. And you can now see over here on the left, the sundae is still being built out, and it's added side of sauce down here at the bottom with the hot fudge, and it's already done the price of $1.79 for you. Simply hit done if that's all they'd like to do, and you've now built your first sundae. At this point, you're going to want to print the ticket. So to do so, you'll simply hit this print button down here. I'm not going to print it because you obviously won't see it. Once it prints, you can hand it to a dispenser to create the sundae, or at your store if you set them behind the counter, whatever the process is for your location, you'll do that. The dispenser will then be working on building the sundae for the customer. Now you need to ring up the customer. To do so, you'll hit the pay button right down here next to print. Once you hit pay, you're brought to a pay screen. If they want to pay with credit card, which is what most people do, it's very similar to the microsystem now. You'll hit the credit button, you'll swipe the card. Once you swipe the card, it'll bring you to a screen for the customer to sign. The customer will be signing on the screen with their finger, similar to a lot of other restaurants and what they're doing now. The terminator will be flipped around, and the customer will simply sign with their finger. They'll be prompted to add a tip if they want, and then they'll hit done. Once they've hit done, it'll ask them if they'd want to print a receipt, text a receipt, email receipt, or no receipt. If they hit print receipt, one will print automatically. You can hand it to the customer. If it's one of the other options, nothing will need to be done on your end. If they happen to hand you cash, it's similar to what you do now, where you can just enter the amount they give you if they give you exact change. Or if you want, you can use what's called these quick cash buttons over here on the right that are in green. You'll notice we have a $13, a $15, and a $20 button. That is there because the total over here on the left is $12.69. The system will change these buttons on each transaction depending on the total bill. This will make it easy for you guys. In this example, let's pretend the customer handed you $15. You'll simply hit 15. It now tells you the change that is due is $2.31. You'll hit done, and then you'll ask the customer, would you like an email receipt, a text receipt, a print receipt, or no receipt? In this example, let's just hit no receipt. The order is now done. It now takes you back to the previous screen if you need to do a new order for the next customer. This is just a very basic example of how to take an order. Please check out other videos for more advanced ordering options. Hopefully this helped, and make sure all of you attend your in-store training with the Toast representative and ask your general manager or office manager when that will be. Thanks so much.